Yo, what's up with y'all and how y'all doing today? So, we back at it again with another video out from One Piece Masters Inc. Because we are the masters of One Piece, I can promise you that. And we can have all the knowledge. We don't need any computers over here. We got brain knowledgeables of people who have intertwined. They might even done came from the One Piece world by devil fruit. You don't even know. We got things going on over here that you'll never be able to comprehend. But I'm going back because I got a couple ideas from people, so I had to go off the way for a little while. But I'm back to my straw hats again. I'm going to go ahead and get them out the way. And today is going to be about Chopper. So I've been, as I always talk about everybody around, I've been talking about Chopper in some of my little videos, and he is just somebody to me. Like, he definitely underrated. We know that, but at the same time, I don't think even underrated. It's just he a laughing stock to the people in the One Piece, because they thinking him just as a simple pet. Not knowing the capabilities of him. And yet again, I have to always say, like, Chopper is the type. He taking out plenty father that seem weak in our eyes because they taking them out like that, but them some pretty strong pirates. It's just Chopper taking them out no problem. He started off kind of like not even too much like a baby. He acts like a baby sometimes because he's still young, and he be with Usopp at times. You know how Usopp is, but I'm just saying, like, even with that, now where he at, to me, if you want to say Chopper is in the top five, if you want to say he is the top three of doctors in the world right now at what I think Chopper like 17, maybe 17 years old, you want to say that, I'm fine with it. And actually, if you don't put him in the top five, I might disagree with you. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think about doctors. Like, you can say Dr. Vegapunk. Of course, he number one. I would probably put that lady who, like, his teacher is probably number two. I'm trying to figure out to see. You might say somebody like Queen, but to me, like, no, I'm not putting no Queen in front of Chopper because he was able to cure his virus. You might say somebody like Judge, but I mean, maybe somebody, because Judge did get all the cloning tech and he did come up with a lot of stuff. But is that doctor wise? I mean, that's more scientist wise. Like, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say, well, if you're a doctor, you're a scientist. Everybody like, oh no, that's two different things. But in the One Piece world, when you that smart, of course you can do both. That's what I'm just figuring to them. Like, and that's how it does seem in One Piece world. If you a scientist, and then you doing pretty much what a doctor could do. Like, if you Caesar the clown, he could definitely operate on somebody if he wanted to. Is and he did. You feel me? But he was a scientist. So, but at the same time, I don't even want to put. Well, I put Judge up there smart wise, but doctor wise, I mean, yeah, Law. Of course, I'm sorry, I almost forgot about Law, y'all. So maybe, yeah, Law. Of course, Law would probably be number three. But then you might Chopper number four, until I see these other doctors come from somewhere. You could probably even put old dude with Gecko Moria in there, who, like, he actually was a doctor now, like, the greatest doctor. Even if you want to put him at four, you still got to put Chopper at five. So I mean, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, with Dr. Vegapunk, he really a scientist, but of course he's the smartest man in the world. Like, I mean, like, come on. So I'm not gonna let you sit here and tell me the smartest man in the world is not don't know doctor, and yeah, that's Dr. Vegapunk. But yeah, that's what I'm saying about Chopper. Like, he's super smart. This young age, super smart. He done developed his devil fruit in a way that, I mean, I do see a lot of people saying he don't awaken it, and I kind of agree with that. Like, he ate the human fruit, and he already, he became a human. With that human, he took the knowledge, and you feel me, like, he man, that man is a beast. Like, the way he learned and as fast as he learned, like, I don't see. You have to be a complete prodigy in our world to do something like that. That's in that, and even in that world, like, that's why I say you can always compare it sometimes, cause like, he was just a little kid, and yeah, he got it wrong at first, and his other teacher had to die, the old man, which was sad. That was Dr. Hirloop. You know, he had to die, but at the end of the day, he learned from that. And then between that little time span to what he had now, like I say, one of the best doctors there is. With probably awakened devil fruit that I don't even know if you can call it like a force awaken, but to me it's like, yeah, I can forcefully awaken my devil fruit and I can use the power that I got inside of it. You know, but that's all speculation. See, to me, I think maybe like he like you see how I say he able to control all his forms now. It used to be, I think it used to be, he used to take the rumble balls and he could use his different forms, and then if he took too many rumble balls, he'll go to his monster form. That's how it was. But now he can control all his forms, and he just need the rumble ball so he could go to his monster point. So when I think about it like that, I kind of think maybe his forms are all just different aspects of his transformation that he could use anyway. Like eventually he could have been able to control all of them if like he trained, and he would been able to do that anyway. That's what how I like to think. You know, you can give me all your opinions, but that's just how I like to think about that situation. But then like Monster Point, which is human feud, which human a giant is just a giant human. Yeah, they're giants, but they're a giant. They're just a human that's a big. It's a giant. They got giant blood in them, so it makes them a giant human. But they're still human. So that's just a different version of humans. Like that's how the One Piece world seem like they break things down at times. Like even when they like, oh, the Skypians, like, well, yeah, these still like human, but this like the Skypian, like you feel me, like you know these different from humans, this because they got this and this and this, but technically it's like yeah you still it's like okay yeah I've never I might have, and this ain't true, but I'm just putting this in speculation. I might have never seen a Caucasian male in my life, and then as soon as I meet them, of course I'm gonna be like, well, yeah, this is a whole different version, but this is still a human being. And it ain't like that for them, because certain races are just like totally like you got your Lunarians who we pretty sure like, but still, to me, Lunarians might be human, but they just the offset version of humans that got this different type of blood, which might be that Lunarian blood that make them just superior to humans. That's just how I'm looking at it. That's how I look at it a little bit. And that's how I break it down to myself to kind of make sense of it, because I would like to think that Chopper's monster point is that awakening. Like he just that's that giant, and he can go to the giant and use his strength. That's just how I think about it. Now, when you think about his bounty, it's only 100 berries. Oh my God. I be feeling so bad for Chopper, because like everybody know he deserved way more than that. He done took out his fair share of opponents, and I don't know. I don't always look back and all this and all that. All I do is I talk to you as I go. So I don't know what big names he took out, but I do remember in his lobby he damn sure took out old boy. And even though he had to go Monster Point, as soon as he went Monster Point, think about if Chopper had controlled Monster Point, then he would have took out old boy. Bam, no problem. NCP9 with the long curly hair, you know, I don't know his name, you know who I'm talking about. And he would have took him out, bam, no problem, just like he did, but he was uncontrollable. So it's like, yeah, I know for a fact. Then when I see Monster Point wrestling, and I always talk about this, wrestling and smacking around and wrestling with Queen, yeah, he wasn't doing that much damage, but being able to do that with the Yonko Commander, yeah, that's still something. That's something that a regular person or even some of the stronger people would not be able to do. So, you feel me? I like that about Chopper. I just hate that his bounty is only 100 berries. Like 100 berries, we could do better than that, Oda. So I mean, it's so many different plot twists you could have with Chopper, because you could say, "Hey, we gonna keep on going with this gag," and the gag could be his bounty go up to 500. You know, like Beppo bounty like 500. So the Chopper bounty go up to 500, or you feel me, something like that. But I would just seriously hope, and this keep every time I hear people to come out with theories and videos, it's always the same thing. Now I don't never hear nobody disagree on this part. We all know that the government and pretty much everybody of importance is watching all this what's going on right now. And I just don't think that in my mind, and that's why when I had did the bounties for all the straw hats, like I just don't think in my mind that none of the Straw Hats come out of Wano without less than 200 million. Like, I just don't think you can lowball none of them less than 200 million. Each of them gonna have their own Pacific bounties worth of what they gonna be worth for them. But to me, like, for the Pacificness that Luffy crew gonna be established Yonko crew, if not people calling him the established Pirate King crew, they gonna be very powerful. Everybody on Luffy's crew after 1-0, I always give the props, are gonna be at another level of what they are able to do, even if some people, behind others, but still they all know what's going on. So in my mind, it's all with me. We all got our own opinions. You could tell me yours. I would love to hear it. Always tell me in your comment section. I always tell people, you don't never gotta like and subscribe. Just tell me in the comment section. I know you're listening. I'm gonna hear you out, because I always love to hear people's versions of everything that's going on. So, but with Chopper, to me, like, even if you want to keep the gag that, it's his pet, I still want to give Chopper like 1 million. That's low, compared to where we're at now. We should all know, like, 1 million berries, that ain't nothing. We wouldn't even, right now, I'm pretty sure none of us would even look at somebody who might got 200 million. Like, we look at them if they on somebody's crew that we probably messing with, or we like that character or something. But as of, like, we looking at you from the outside, like, thinking that you about to come in here messing with any of these people that we know, no, nah, I ain't. Because we used to these super high bounties now. We in the billions now. We looking for billions. Like, we ain't looking for millions no more. We don't even care about millions no more. So with Chopper, I think the same thing for him. And I just think that if like I say, it can go a lot of ways. If they don't catch Chopper in his monster point, and I done said this before, if they don't catch him in his monster point, then maybe the gag keeps going. But in my mind, he still gets at least like 1 million. Give him 5 million. Give him 10 million. That's still low to us. You could say 50 million for Chopper, and that's still low to us. But that'll be his moment. I bet Chopper will be alright with 50 million. But to be real with you, I think Chopper might be alright with 1 million. Like, from 100 to 1 million, I think that even Chopper, even though it's still low, that would show that, even though they pet, like, let's give it a little higher of a bounding. But I would like to think that they catch Chopper in Monster Point. That's what I really want. They catch him in Monster Point. Like I always say, I say this 1,000 times, Morgans is around. He getting his pictures. He getting his words. He got his intel. He got stuff going on. So I would love for them to get a new bounty poster for Chopper. You feel me? This after 1-0, this after, to me, in my head canon, that they done ran away the government. Luffy done took over this territory. So he got 3 red poneglyphs. So I know they definitely taking his whole crew serious, plus him. And they got, new bounty picture for Chopper, like Monster Chopper. And it's in his monster form. And he got something, a 250 or 300. Like, he up there now, you feel me? And that's just how I felt about everybody, really, because after this, I mean, of course, is we have to wait and see. I hate it all. But if you keeping up, spoilers alert, spoilers alert, spoilers alert, if you keeping up for real with everything that's going on, like, Sanji just beat the crap out of the Queen. Zoro about to come on head around and beat the crap out of the King. And I'm pretty sure Luffy about to sweep up everything that he got to do too. So, I mean, it's still going to be a couple more chapters out there. But at the same time, I see 1-0 ending. It's going to be over with around about at the end of January, I would say. So, of course, that's on us. But that's how long it take to come out with a couple chapters, don't it? But I mean, that's really about it with Chopper. Like, he's very one of the most valuable assets. He is the doctor on the crew. He is very, to me, like, I think without Chopper, Nami probably could have died on with getting sick or without the good doctor in period. But like all of them could die by being sick or being hurt if Chopper wasn't there. And then they got one of the best doctors, and he ain't no doctor, no weak doctor. He's actually very strong, and he has his own moral sense of justice. You know, Doctor Chopper. I couldn't say that Doc Chop. I about to say, but Doctor Chopper, he really, like, even if you was an enemy, even if you somebody, Chopper don't care who you is. If you mortally hurt, if you going down something wrong, he will cure you. He trying to help you. He does not turn down no patient. And like that's some morally good stuff, especially when you is a good doctor like Chopper is. I love for Chopper to take care of me any day. That little Tanuki, god dang it. So that's the only two ways it could go for Chopper. I definitely see, like I say at the end of 1-0, in my mind, he get his 200 plus, somewhere 200 between 300, somewhere at the end there. I would love that. Something. I mean, give him something. At least, even if you don't want to do that, give him that million. That's really about it. As far as his growth and what I think he gonna be at, if I was speaking like towards in the store, I said I was gonna make like a separate video for all the straw hats in the store wise, like, and seeing like what it would be. But a little snippet for everybody is like you gonna know they up there, and somebody like Chopper definitely with some years and some age and toys going, like he gonna be way stronger, way more powerful. Think about with armament, think about with observation. Everybody can get conquers, y'all. I love for all the Scarheads to have conquers, but Chopper he definitely ain't gonna be one of the ones having. But think about all that stuff. I mean, Chopper, I definitely see a good future coming from him. As for what we doing now in the store and where's Chopper at, you know what? To be real with you, I done just forgot about Chopper. I don't even know where he at after he went at it with Queen for a little bit and went off and did something. He doing something right now. I don't know what he doing because I'm so focused on trying to make sure that Sanji win, and I'm trying to see what Zoro gonna do. I done forgot about Polar Chopper. But yeah, hopefully he get his comeuppance. And that's about it for Chopper. Anything else that you probably want to hear or want to know, but you gotta look that up because I ain't Google. I'm just here to talk about Chopper and what I think he should get and what should happen. As for what he should definitely get before I go, and I already said it, he should get armament. Like being that big old monster point, getting armament. Yeah, and that's why I say I just think it's so much more to go along with the I think it's so much more to go along with the story itself because it's like we got to get to the point where all the Straw Hats gonna have at least one of the Hikis. Like you're not gonna tell me the Pirate King crew all of them don't have at least one. So that's why I say it's a lot more than it's a lot more. I hope you feel me. Man, One Piece go on for another 20 years. I'll still be happy. It's all right so long as we can get our chapters and get our answers as we go, you feel me, along to this long journey to get to this One Piece. But I promise you, when it's over, we gonna cry. I know I am. Jesus Lord. So it's like, you feel me, let's just take our time. That's all right, because we got to see all that. And that's the thing. We got next levels to a lot of stuff that all our characters can do. So the next one, we gonna talk about Brook, y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Damn, that worked.